Hello students, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to give you 8 latest defense updates. Number 1, upgrading STFE for air launch capabilities. The Gas Turbine Research Establishment, a key arm of India's Defense Research and Development Organization, has embarked on an innovative project to modify the small turbo fan engine, that is STFE, for air launch applications. This initiative marks a significant stride towards enhancing the versatility and strategic capabilities of India's indigenous propulsion system. The STFE, also known as the Manik engine, has been developed primarily for powering subsonic cruise missiles and unmanned aerial vehicles with a thrust rating of around 4.5 kN. This engine has proven its reliability in various tests, including successful flight demonstrations. However, the new challenge at hand involves adapting this engine for air launch scenarios, which require unique modifications in terms of fuel management, thrust control, and operational resilience under differing atmospheric conditions. Next, Navy faces challenges with AIP trials for Project 75I submarine. The Indian Navy, in its pursuit of enhancing underwater capabilities through the ambitious Project 75I, is currently grappling with significant hurdles concerning the air-independent propulsion AIP systems of the submarine on offer. This project, aimed at acquiring 6 advanced diesel-electric submarines, has been proposals from 2 major international players, Spain's Navantia and Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems. However, the latest development indicate a level of dissatisfaction from the Navy with the AIP trials conducted by both contenders. Navantia, which partnered with L&T, presented its AIP resolutions based on a land-based prototype. The demonstration, although showcasing technological prowess, did not meet the Indian Navy's requirement for sea-proven AIP technologies. The Navy's insistence on operational trials under actual submarine conditions underscores the critical importance of reliability and performance in real-world scenarios where land-based tests do not fully replicate the complexity involved. Next, India's BMD Phase 2, an update. India's ballistic missile defense program has entered a pivotal phase with the successful testing of the AD-1 interceptor missile under Phase 2. This development not only marks a significant enhancement in India's missile defense capabilities but also introduces a new dimensions, limited anti-hypersonic interception capabilities, while Phase 3 is poised to introduce specialized anti-hypersonic interceptors. The current capabilities of the AD-1 offer a glimpse into India's strategic foresight in countering emerging threats. The AD is a long-range interceptor capable of neutralizing ballistic missiles with a range of up to 5,000 km. Key features include a dual-stage rocket motor, active radar seeker, and capability against glide vehicles. Next, procurement of 156 Prachand LCH by March 2025. The Ministry of Defence of India is set to conclude one of the largest indigenous defence deal by the end of the current financial year, March 2025. The deal involves procuring 156 Prachand light combat helicopters from HAL with a total value estimated at 53,000 crores, approximately $6 billion. Out of the 156 helicopters, 90 are designated to the Indian Army, while the remaining 66 will strengthen the Indian Air Force fleet. These helicopters are known for their ability to land and take off at an altitude of 5,000 meters, that comes to 16,400 feet approximately, making them ideal for operations in some of the world's most challenging terrains. The Prachand LCH is equipped with an array of modern weaponry, including air-to-air and air-to-ground missiles, enhancing its combat effectiveness. Next, unveiling plans for mounted gun system trials. Chief of the Army Staff General Upendra Dwivedi has announced that the Indian Army has already conducted over 300 trials of the innovative MGS, that is mounted gun system, tailored for the dynamic needs of modern warfare. The MGS, featuring a 155mm/52 caliber system, has been adapted from the Armament Research and Development Establishment (ARDE) Advanced Towed Artillery Gun System attacks and mounted on an 8x8 high mobility vehicle for enhanced battlefield mobility. Next, field evaluation of Nag missile carrier version 2. Indian Army has recently completed the field evaluation of the Nag missile carrier version 2, that is Namika 2 in short, marking a significant milestone in its indigenous defense capabilities. With the successful trial conducted at the Pokhran field range, the entire weapon system of the Nag Mk2 anti-tank guided missiles is now ready for induction into the Indian military arsenal. The Nag missile carrier version 2, an upgrade from its predecessor, introduces several enhancements aimed at bolstering India's anti-armor warfare capabilities. One of the key features of Namika 2 is its redesigned launcher, which can now accommodate 6 Nag Mk2 ATGMs. This upgrade not only increases the firepower but also optimizes the system for battlefield efficiency. Next, the practicality of the manned HAL CATS warrior in modern warfare. The Defense Ministry has seen a surge in innovation with the development of unmanned aerial vehicles and their manned counterparts designed to leverage technology for tactical advantages. One such project, HAL's Combat Air Teaming System, that is CATS Warrior, sounds promising, especially when juxtaposed with the Northrop Grumman Model 437. However, despite its intriguing design, the manned version of the CATS Warrior presents significant practical limitations when it comes to actual combat scenarios, particularly due to its limited weapons carrying capacity. CATS Warrior, as it stands, is designated to carry a minimum of 2 smart anti-airfield weapon bombs internally and 2 close combat missiles externally. This capacity while innovative for its stealth and teaming capabilities, is inherently limited. In modern warfare, these versatility and firework are critical. This small payload does not justify the risk of human life. Next, launching India's first private satellite constellation for Earth imaging. Bangalore-based space startup Pixel scripted history on Wednesday by launching the country's first private constellation of Earth imaging satellites, Firefly, making a grand entry into the fast emerging field of hyperspectral imaging. The SpaceX rocket launched 3 of Pixel's 6 Firefly satellites, which are the world's highest resolution commercial grade hyperspectral satellites with the capability to observe the Earth in over 150 bands, a technology that is useful in sectors as diverse as agriculture and defense. Thank you.